everyone. So I recently received a letter from a reader who wanted some advice. So as the Black Carrie Bradshaw, I am going to do my best to answer this reader's question. So I'm just going to read what her letter said to me. She says, I'm going to call her Ciara. I'm not going to give out her real name. So she says, Dear the Black Carrie Bradshaw, a friend of mine that follows your blog said that I should email you for some advice, so I'll get straight to it. I think I'm in love with someone who doesn't love me back. We've been together about 4 years. We dated off and on probably the first year, but our relationship together became somewhat steady last spring. It may sound like he's an a-hole, but he really didn't start considering me his girlfriend until very, very recently. It was like people knew we were together, but his lifestyle said otherwise. From partying to only spending time with me when it was convenient for him. Until he started claiming me, I really was feeling like breaking the whole thing off. When he seemed to be making a positive change, I decided to stick it out. But lately, some patterns are starting to creep up again, and I feel stuck. He'll say he loves me when it's just us, but I don't really get much attention in public. Deep down, he really is a nice guy, but he's very prideful and acts like I'm a burden or as if he could do better. I mean, he's a lot more social than I am, and oh yes, he was very popular in high school. You see, when I transferred to high school in 10th grade, he was in the 11th. Most of what I saw of him was in the hallways or at a basketball game, since I was on the drill team. He didn't pay much attention to me, but I always noticed him. Crazy. Now that our paths crossed again and we're together, things are just like back then. No attention. I guess the advice I'd like from you would be how I can build up our relationship. I'm struggling with, is it worth it? I can see myself marrying this man if he wants to. Dazed and confused, Ciara. So, here's my advice to you, Ciara.
Dear Ciara, your letter resonated with me on a personal level. I mean, who doesn't want to be loved back by someone you've put all of your emotions and commitment into? It seems like the deeper issue with your boyfriend is that he has a bit of hesitancy in being with you in public and actually saying you are his girlfriend. My question is, what is he afraid of? Okay, now he's claiming you, but what about the other stuff? Hardly any I love yous or affection other than sex that resembles love. You should talk to him about his inconsistencies. You've known him long enough where you should be able to have a conversation. You are not an inconvenience, and your relationship shouldn't be one. Who needs the drama, right? It's certainly not my place to tell you to dump him or stay, but I'd like to offer you this, and you may have heard it before. When people show you who they are, believe them. If he's a selfish dude only worried about what's beneficial for him, then maybe that's what it is. Or perhaps there's a reason why he's treated you and probably other women as puppets. Mommy issues, daddy issues, who knows? Talk to him. If you need to cut the strings, so be it. You want more for yourself, and you definitely don't need to be desperate for a man to marry you if he's already dishing out what he's about. The choices you make are yours. The most important thing for you to know is that you have them. Your letter really makes me think. When it comes to relationships, I have to wonder, will he ever be ready?